All right. Hi there, Daniel. How are you doing today?
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So, if you could quickly just introduce yourself for us, give us your name, your title, a short bio about yourself, your credentials, and then state the title of the article, please.
Sure. So my name is Daniel Elmowitz. I'm a staff nurse at Hackensack University Medical Center. That's part of the Hackensack Meridian Network. I'm a staff nurse there. I've been a nurse for 10 years. Um, Currently, I'm working with in interventional radiology. Um, but for the first 7 years of my career, I was working night shift. I've worked in an array of fields as bedside nurse, from heart failure, step down, ICU, and for the 7 years that I worked night shift, I was the chair of the night council at Hackensack University Medical Center, and I worked with four individuals who were part of the board, and we felt that there was a need to help out, particularly the new nurses that were coming on nights. And we pulled together recommendations, but we felt that maybe we could take it one step further and add some peer-reviewed literature and put it together and give it to them. So we did, and it was a survival guide handout. And then one of our members actually suggested, well, why don't we just publish this and share this with the rest of the world? So we did. So we wrote this article, Tips for Surviving, Not Just Surviving, or rather, Tips for Thriving, Not Just Surviving on the Night Shift. And it was a wonderful opportunity to work with these three other really talented individuals to put some depth to recommendations we felt strongly about.
Well, that's fantastic. So, obviously, it's such an important topic for nurses. Could you just give us a brief overview on why nurses should read this article?
Sure. So anyone that works night shift, the most important thing is sleep. And sometimes we don't realize how important that is, and we sometimes complain we don't get enough of it. So that we covered four different sections, and the first part was sleep. The other three were exercise, nutrition, and also outside life commitments. And I feel that once you move past sleep, those other three factors play a lot into that sleep and that life balance component. So we felt that if you focus on those four areas of sleep, nutrition, exercise, and outside life commitments, it'll improve your performance at work and your lifestyle and life outside of work as well.
Fantastic. So, you mentioned a couple areas that you hit on points. Are there like two to three things that you'd like nurses to specifically take away from this article?
Sure. So I'm going to start from life commitments and outside experiences. I think you have to realize that you're not alone. When you get home and you're not at work, and you have a lot of things on your plate, recognize you can't all get it done at once. You have to share the load with people who you're sharing your life with. So that's important to remember. In terms of nutrition, hydration is key. We highlight in our article when to eat, making sure you're eating a good breakfast before, to eat earlier part of your shift, like around 9 o'clock and 1 o'clock. But then afterwards, to really focus on just staying hydrated with healthy sources. Avoid sugary drinks, heavy caffeinated stuff later in the shift. When it comes to exercise, any sort of exercise activity, 150 minutes per week is really important. Try to get it done. You can do before, after, even at work, whether you're actually working or you can take 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 15 minutes break. And then lastly, sleep. Now, I'll leave you to the article for the particulars, but there are ways of balancing when you're sleeping at home, things to enhance the sleeping patterns when you're doing it, and also what to do when you're off.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sitting down and giving a little insight into what you wrote for us at American Nurse.
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity.
Of course, I hope you have a fantastic day.
You as well. Thank you.